Greetings, good people. How are you? I trust that you are well. I trust that your Saturday has been a good one, has been a nice one. I also believe that you did enjoy yourself to the fullest. I am a Roast Ben, a career counselor and also a life coach. Welcome to our today's summary, week 4. Our weekly summary. Today, it's our week 4. I don't want to summarize week 4. As we summarize week 4, get ready for week 5. Remember, this is week 4 of the month of January, and more to that, the year 2022. How are you faring with achieving your goals? How are you faring towards working towards your goals? I trust that you are working towards your goals as per your plans. I hope your accountability partner is working with you to help you achieve your goals. And more to that, I hope that you have also set your mind to achieve your goals. Let us all be there celebrating when the end of the year 2022 comes, and we shall all be celebrating, saying that yes, we made it. Yes, we achieved it. Yes, we have something to celebrate for. We have a reason to celebrate. Good. Having said this, having said that, good. Let's dive into the business of today. Week 4, it's up. Week 4 has ended. Week 5, it's incoming. What is it that you've managed to achieve in that week? What is it that you've managed to go for in that 1 week? Remember, in our last week summary, week 3, we learned something that we can subdivide our major goals into sub-goals that we can achieve either daily, weekly, or monthly. Okay? If you were to do a quick check, how far have you gone towards achieving your goals? Are you 10% done? Are you 20% done? Are you 50% done? Are you maybe 90% or even 100% done? My hope is that whichever percentage that you have worked for, whichever percentage that you are in for, that you have managed to continue working towards your goals. Perfect. So today, I want to invite you in summarizing week 4 by learning 4 things. Actually, there are 5 things, by learning 5 things or reminding ourselves about 5 things. That's how we are going to summarize week 4, by learning 5 things. Which are these 5 things that I have prepared for you? Which are these 5 things that I want to learn as you also learn, or that I want you to learn? The first thing that I want you to learn is that always think positive. Always think positive. In whatever activity that you are planning to do, in whatever thing that you are planning to do, always think positive. In whatever encounter you experience, always think positive. Try as much as possible to think positive. If you are just about to start a business, if you are just about to start an activity, if you are just about to start something that you don't know how its outcome will be like, be positive. Think positive. Let me tell you something, that if you cannot see it in your mind, then it's not worth starting it. If you cannot see your excellence on that area in your brains, then it's not worth starting it. If I cannot see myself excelling, my goals being achieved, then it's not worth starting that goal. Therefore, my good friend, my good brother, my good sister, it's not worth starting something that you cannot be able to see it in your mind. And if you are able to see it in your mind, it so means that you are able to see it in a positive way. You are positive. You are thinking positive towards that thing that you are just about to start. Think positive. Try as much as possible to remain positive. If you are not positive, then you will not make it. Let me tell you that the world out here, the world, the people, the other people, whether you know them, whether you don't know, even me included, the world out there has no powers to limit you if you are positive in here. Can I repeat that again? That the world outside has no powers to limit you if in here you have nothing that is limiting you. If in here you are positive, if in here you are working towards, you believe in here, you are set that you will make it, then the world out there has no powers to limit you. Am I speaking to somebody? I hope I am. That the greatest limitation that can ever exist is in your brains. That the greatest limitation that can ever be, it's in my brains. If I'm able to see the positive of that thing in here, then I can tell you that you got to see, you got to excel. Hello, good people. Believe me, take these words from me, that if you are able to remain positive in here, if you are able to see your excellence in here, if you are able to see building the mansion in here, if you are able to see excelling in whatever that you are doing in here, then I can tell you that the world out here has no powers. Well, it is said that worry not about the enemy without, for the enemy within is the greatest and the one who can kill you. My dear brother, my dear sister, my good friend, let me tell you this, that if the enemy within is in you, you have formed that enemy within in here, then you will be beaten by the enemy without. Else, if you have the positivity, if you have no negative thinking, because the negative thinking is the enemy within, that's the thing that I'm talking about. The enemy within your brains, the negativity that you are thinking about is the enemy within. If that enemy within doesn't exist, then be assured that the enemy without shall not by any means bring you down. My good friend, worry not of the enemy without, for that enemy without has no opportunity, has no powers to bring you down unless you give them the opportunity. Think positive. Remain positive. Even when things happen, seems not to work according to your wishes, think positive. Even when people talk ill of you, think positive. Even when people say that you'll not excel, think positive. Even when people say that you've got nothing that you can offer, think positive. Even when your very immediate neighbor, your immediate relative says that you cannot make it, think positive. The mindset in here is what limits us. If the mindset in here has no limitation, then be sure that the world out here has limitation. It won't limit you by all means. Summary of week 4, that's what we are discussing. Week 4 summary, that's what we are discussing. And the first thing that we've learned is to always think positive. In your brains, whatever that is inside you must always be positivity. Negativity has no room. If you give it rooms, then you are doomed. Second point of week 4. The second point as we summarize week 4. Here, I hear people complain so much that there are no jobs. I hear people complain so much, say that yes, I graduated, I went through university and graduated, I'm a holder of a bachelor's degree, undergraduate bachelor's degree, but I have no job. There is nobody to employ me. There is nobody to offer me an opportunity. There is nobody who wants to get what I have to offer. But I want to tell you this. I don't know who cast this generation. I don't know who bewitched us that we always think that we must be employed for us to succeed. We always think that you must be employed for you to have somewhere to start. You always think that you have to be at the salary for you to start. Point number 2, get it clearly from me, that you got an ability within you. You've got a skill within you. There is that thing that you are best at, and that is what you need for you to excel. That's what you need to place food on your table. That's what you need to earn your own money. That's what you need to buy yourself a suit. That's what you need to buy yourself a vehicle. That's what you need to take yourself for a destination. That ability that you have, we are all blessed in a unique way. Each one of us is blessed in a unique way. That the ability that I have, that thing that I feel that I'm good at, that thing that I know that I can do the best. Hello? Am I speaking to somebody? So this wonderful week 4 as it is, as we get to week 5, my dear brother, I'm speaking to that somebody maybe who feels that I don't have a job, or that person who feels that whatever that I'm doing is not satisfying, that whatever that I'm doing is not fulfilling. I'm calling upon you. Identify that ability that you have, that skill that you have, what you are good at. and go out there and showcase it to the world. Be assured, if not all, somebody will be interested. And that one person will bring on board another person. And the other person will bring on board another person. Am I speaking to somebody? What I mean this is that you don't need to mind so much about how many people like what I'm offering. That shouldn't be the case. What should be the case is, do I have something that I'm offering? I can bet $1 million on this one, that whatever good that you have, that whatever that you can do best, the moment you show out to the other people, then there must be somebody who will be interested and be ready to pay for it. So what is that one thing that you can do best? And don't undermine it. Don't undermine any skill. Let me give you a good example, and allow me to mention a couple of companies here. When you talk of Amazon, the founder of Amazon started in his garage. Google started in his garage. Look at Microsoft, a school dropout. The skills that these people had. So what is running the world today? Even myself, I use Google. I use Amazon. I purchase items on Amazon. The machine that I'm using, it's installed with a Microsoft product. I'm using Microsoft products. Come on, friend. What is that one thing that you can do? This one I can testify and tell you the truth, that I have tested this one and it works. You may not believe, you may not have seen somebody else. Then, if you have never seen somebody, then here I am to testify that one thing that you can do best, it works. Somebody is interested in that. Let me tell you, if it is baking, showcase your skills. Let people know that you can do baking. If it is car repair, go out there, showcase your skills. Showcase that thing that you can do. If it is house cleaning, go out there, tell people, you know what, I can do this. Be given an opportunity, even if it's at a free cost. Ask for that opportunity, even if it's at a free cost. Showcase that skill. Showcase that ability. Showcase what you can do, and somebody definitely will have to offer you something. Forget this thing that you have to be employed at all times. That somebody has to employ me. Somebody has to give me a job. I must be at a paycheck. That is not true. I can tell you, you can start without a paycheck and live without a paycheck. That is, let me explain myself, that you can live without being employed by anyone. Hello? Are you able to hear me? That's what I mean. That you can live without being paid by anybody, working under anybody. You can establish your own business from your own skills and get to pay people. Using that, get to employ people to assist you in achieving that. Clear that mentality that you've got to be employed. Clear that mentality that somebody has to offer you a job. You can establish your own job. And let me tell you this. Most of the times it's not a must that it be in line with what you studied in college. It's not a must that it be in line with what you studied in the university. It's not a must that it be in line with what you studied out there. It can be something that you are born with. It can be something that you learned by yourself. Let me tell you something. That most of the skills that I have in IT, I studied them by myself. People, those who are my classmates, can witness this. I started with a diploma in education, computer studies and maths. And when I was in college, when we were studying mathematics and computers, computer studies, I never saw my lecturer twice. I saw him once, and that one time was good to go. For 3 years. We saw him when he was introducing us. He was introducing us to the subject. Then from there, we learned online. through emails. Actually, it was not through video conferencing. That time, it was through emails. He sends us notes, he sends us exams, he sends us cards. That's how we did it. I made it with a distinction, for that matter. Let me tell you, most of the skills that I learned then are the skills that are helping me today. I can tell you that without doubts. I learned programming. I taught myself programming. I taught myself web design. I taught myself to repair computers. All these skills are skills that I have. I did not wait. I don't know whether you are getting what I mean. Let me tell you, people. Tell you, my good audience. Let me tell you, my good brother, my good sister. Showcase that what you can do best. Yes, I did education. I'm a high school teacher professional. Though that's not what I'm doing today. That's not what I do. I'm no longer in active classroom teaching. But I have earned coin out of computer repairs. Majority of the people who know me when I was starting off got to know me through computer world. That I could repair computers for them, that I could install softwares for them. Others got to know that I could design website for them. Others, I taught them programming, and it's something that I learned on my own. It's not a must that you get to do something in line with what you studied in college or university. You can do something out of what you have taught your own self or what you learned back when you were young. I know of a person who started a business. Yes, he is a university graduate. He graduated, I don't know with what degree, but today he has a number of hotels. And the skills of cooking, he learned them from his mother. Do what you can do best. Showcase that to people, and somebody will be interested. Ladies and gentlemen, as we summarize week 4, carry this with you. Alright? That you've got an ability, you've got a special skill, you've got something in you that the moment you show, people will be interested. There are people who are giving us stories. The people who have learned the art of storytelling out of the blues, and they are earning out of that. There are people who are doing video editing out of their interest and passion for computing. They learned video editing, and that's what is giving them something. Ladies and gentlemen, as you listen to me this wonderful night, get this clear from me, that you've got something that you can showcase, and somebody somewhere is looking for such skill, is looking for that ability, and she is ready to pay you. Point number 3. Let me not dwell so much on point number 2. Point number 3. As you are ready to showcase that skill, as you are ready to showcase what you can do, I know there's something that is pulling you down. That's fear. Who will be interested? But let me tell you, you've got to gather courage to step out. Make the first step of showcasing your talent. So point number 3, gather courage to step outside and go showcase your talent to those who you think might be interested. Gather that courage. As you plan to go out there, gather that courage, Just make that final decision that I have to show them what I'm capable of, what I can do, and they'll have to buy. Think positive, that they are going to buy what your skill is. You've got that talent in you that somebody must like it. Then find that courage, step outside and go showcase your talent. Not necessarily talent, go showcase your ability, go showcase your skill. Whatever it is, whether it is singing, somebody is interested, is looking for somebody who can sing something. We have got so many people who are good in writing, but they are not good in voice. So maybe you are the one to do that for them. There are others who are good in writing, but they don't have the voice. There are others out there looking for people who can give a song, sing what they have written. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. My audience, my good brother, my good sister, stand up. Get the courage. Step outside. Go showcase that. Go showcase that. Get that courage. And fear not. Fear not. Believe that you've got what it takes to face that person. Let me give you a good example. Sometimes back, I was visiting a certain school. I had been invited to go and speak to the students. But along the way, there was this big school. Allow me not to disclose the name of the school here. But there was one of the giant schools that we regard as giant in Kenya, And inside me, I thought, because I had a few minutes, before I get to my destination, I can pass by this school. I can go pay a courtesy call to the principal. He doesn't know me, but I can go inside there. If he is there, I can introduce myself to him and tell him what I do, what I can do for him, what I can do for his school, what I can share with his students. It was a giant school, and I was still waddling, thinking, am I big as such? Do I have that courage to go and get in there? And let me tell you something. I gathered that courage, walked inside. By good luck, the first person I met was the principal as he was leaving the office. You know what? And when he saw me walking, he asked me, hello, gentleman. He called me a young man. He called me, hello, young man. How are you? Have you been assisted? I told him, no, I have not been assisted. I didn't know that he was the principal by then, by the way. So he asked me, okay, how do you wish to be assisted? And I told him that I'm so-and-so. I'm here. My name is Ben. I'm a career counselor and life coach. And I'm here to speak to the principal on some of the things that I can do for his school and for his students. And the principal, very positive, he told me, sure. I was walking outside, but come in. Let's have a chat. 5 minutes, and because I'm heading for a meeting. I got in there. I took 3 minutes. I didn't take 5 minutes. I took 3 minutes because I had introduced myself when we were out there. It was needless for me to repeat who I am. It was needless for me to tell him what the title that I carry, maybe. So I got in there. I pulled the papers that I had, and I told him, sir, this is what I do. I have a package 1, 2, 3, 4. I showcased my packages. I showcased what I can do, and believe it or not, it was bought. Not then, because he told me, okay, I'll share this with the office, the department that is concerned, and if need be, we shall call you back. We stayed for a term, a second term, a third term, an year. Then after an year, I received a call. And the teacher introduced herself. She told me, my name is Madam So-and-so from this school. I am made aware that you do this. We are in need of this service, and I'm told that you do this. Are you available? Come on. It was that simple. Simply because I gathered courage, went in there, and talked to the principal and told him what I can do. Hello, my good brother, my good sister, you are out there. You are seated in there. You have the skills of baking. You have the skills of singing. You have the skills of video editing. You have the skills of maybe cleaning the house. You have the skills, those skills that you have. Gather courage and step out there. Go visit the first person, be disappointed. Go to the next person, be disappointed. Go to the third person, be disappointed. Go to the fourth person, he will buy your services or your commodity or your product, whatever that you are selling. All you need to do, as I tell you, this is the third thing, the fourth thing, sorry. All you need to do is to be ready to make that sacrifice. On top of making that sacrifice, be patient. And on top of being patient, don't give up. Point number 4. Be ready to sacrifice, exercise your patience, and don't give up. We have summarized this week 4, and we summarize this week 4 in that style. Point number 4, be ready to sacrifice, be ready to exercise your patience. Number 3, don't give up. What I am saying this is that there's nothing that ever excelled. There's nothing that ever becomes successful without a sacrifice. Somebody have to sacrifice for it. As we are enjoying this video, as we are enjoying this live session, somebody sacrificed for it. Somebody sacrificed to have this software. Somebody sacrificed for us to have internet. Somebody sacrificed his time to share this with you. Somebody sacrificing his time, her time to listen to this. A sacrifice must be offered. If you are a Christian listening to me, allow me to pull an example from the Christian side, for I am a Christian. That the Bible tells us from the book of John 3:16 that for the love of the world that God gave his only begotten Son. I'm interested with that part. That God is our creator. God is the creator of the world. God got to know me before I was conceived in my mother's womb. God got to create every part of this world. God got to create everyone in this world. That means that he has got the powers to change us. Go back to the Bible. See how he got to destroy those people who never worshipped him. Those people who went against his teachings. This God that we worship has got powers to just crush me within a second. This God has got powers to change my life within a second. This God has got that power to bring change without consulting anyone. But look at it, that he had to give his only begotten Son, Jesus Christ. He had to set Jesus Christ to come and save the world. He had to sacrifice his Son. Look at him. You know that if he is God and he had to sacrifice his Son, who are you not to offer sacrifice? Who am I not to sacrifice? Who am I not to give anything for me to be successful? As I go out there to showcase what I can, as I go out there to showcase my ability, as I go out there to showcase my skills, I have to sacrifice. The last coin that I have to use it to go and showcase my skill. I have to use it to purchase what I need to showcase my skill, to showcase my ability. I have to offer a sacrifice. Whether you want it or you don't, you've got to give a sacrifice if you want to excel. Take it from me and take it to the nearest bank, convert it to currency and take it home. You have to give a sacrifice. You have to offer your sacrifice. And on top of offering that sacrifice, then you have to exercise your patience. Although we talked about being positive, I tell you again, remain positive, but don't go with the expectations of being your service or your product being bought by the first person. That might bring the biggest disappointment ever. Go with both mind that it might be bought, it might not, it might be rejected, I might be rejected, somebody may talk ill of me. Remember, as you used to do this for the first time, you don't have the skills to present yourself maybe, but you believe in yourself that whatever you are selling is something that's worth being bought. So somebody may not recognize it and buy it for the first time, but be assured the second or the third or the fourth or the fifth person will buy that. Believe me, that one we can't debate. You might go to the first person, it might be rejected. Let me tell you something. You might even go to the first person who you think will buy and may not buy. It has happened to me. When I was starting off, I visited somebody. One of my closest friends, actually it's one of the friends that I thought would buy my services. He listened to me. He didn't tell me no. But up to date, he has never engaged me. But others who didn't know me engaged me. That's a story for another day, a lesson for another day. But I can tell you this. I can tell you this for sure. Be ready to offer the sacrifice, and on top of that sacrifice, be ready to be patient, for your service, your product may not be bought by the first time, by the first person you present to, but that will not make you not go to the second person. That will give you a reason to keep on visiting one person after the other, one person after the other, the second to the third to the fourth to the fifth, and the line will continue, and out of the 10, 2 will buy your product, 2 will buy your service. And as you do that, don't go expecting too much from them. Don't go thinking that today I'll go sell, tomorrow I'll have all the money, I'll be swimming in money. That's not it. Be ready to exercise your patience. That's the point. And on top of that, be ready to keep on going on. Remember to keep on moving on. Remember to keep on moving on. Pushing from the first visit to the second one, from the second one to the third one, from the third one to the fourth one, from the fourth one to the fifth, and the story continues until you gain all the network. And it will be needless for you to sell yourself by yourself. Somebody will be calling somebody, telling him that there's somebody who can do this. There's somebody who sells this. And you'll be eating out of referrals. Come on. Do that. Exercise that patience. Give that sacrifice. It may not be sacrifice in terms of money. It might be sacrifice in terms of time. It might be sacrifice in terms of material, because some of the product that we sell, you might need to give them out for free if you can. It's not a must. You might need to produce those products and give them out for free for somebody to recognize their products. Some of the things that we see people do, we tend to think that is because they have money, whereas they don't have money. Look at those people who do marketing. Most of these products, small products, people who do marketing. For example, people who do marketing of water, drinking water, you find them issuing these bottles for free, giving you a bottle of water for free. You know what? Yes, take it this way, that I have been given it. This person interprets, the interpretation in this person is, yes, I have given it for free, but somebody have noted that product and it will be bought in bulk. So what I'll have given will come back at one point. So long as you are giving your best, it will have somebody to buy. It will have somebody to appreciate. It will have somebody to accept it. Ladies and gentlemen, gather the courage. Step outside, showcase your skill, showcase your ability, showcase what you can do. And on top of that, go in there knowing that it is not a must this person buy. I'll need to move to the next person, to the next person, to another person, to the other person, until I get somebody to buy it. So number one, be positive, think positive as you start it off. Number two, know that skills you hold are warranting you something, that you can showcase that skill, you can showcase that ability, and you get something. Number three, on top of that, be ready to offer a sacrifice, even if it means walking for a distance, if it means giving out some of your product, if it means offering your services for free. Be ready to offer a sacrifice, and on top of offering a sacrifice, be ready to be patient, that it might not be bought by the first person. I need to be patient with that. It might not be bought by the second person. I need to be patient until I get to the person who will buy that. And on top of that, don't give up. Keep on pushing. Don't keep on pushing. Today it might not be bought. With 1 week after it might not be bought. But maybe in the second week somebody will buy it. Not as much as you expect, but somebody will buy it. Then after you've done all that, the fourth thing that I need you to do. The fifth thing that I need you to do, is to hold on to Jesus. One of the greatest songs that I normally listen at all time is that I hold on to Jesus and Jesus will hold on to me. I gonna hold on to Jesus and Jesus will hold on to me. that I'm gonna hold on to this man who created me, that I'm gonna hold on to this person who brought me in this world, that I'm gonna hold on to this person who has made me see this day, that I'm gonna hold on to this person who knows my tomorrow, that I'm gonna hold on to this person who knows why I'm doing this, that I'm gonna hold on to this person who knows why I'm suffering, that I'm gonna hold on to this God who gave me the idea, that I'm gonna hold on to this God who is going to bless the idea, and he have no option. He will hold on to me at his own times. He is going to bless me, and I shall excel. I will hold on to him. Hold on to Jesus if you are a Christian. Hold on to your God, the God that you worship, the God that you always offer sacrifice for, the God that you trust that created you, the God that you believe is the God who does wonders. Hold on to that God, and he will hold on to you. He will not let you succumb. He is the one who gave you the idea. He's the one who is giving you the courage to go out there and showcase the idea. He is the one responsible of what you are doing. He is the one responsible of you. So hold on to him, and he will hold on to you. That one, no doubts. Hold on to Jesus. Yes, you've got the skills. Yes, you've gone to the college and you have learned. Yes, you've gone and done all what you have. This is everything that you have. But you've got to hold on to him. Hold on to Jesus. I can tell you that without doubts, that if you hold on to him, he will walk with you. The late Chris Kirubi, the billionaire that we all thought is a billionaire, at one time when he was being interviewed by Churchill, he said that you may have all the medicine in the world, that you may have all the doctors in the world, the quality and the best doctors in the world, but without God, you are doomed. Chris Kirubi, the billionaire. Then what are you left to do? Hold on to Jesus. So as we summarize week 4, my dear friend, my dear brother, my dear sister, this is the message. 4 things that you need to do. Thing number 1, be positive in your brains. As you try to do something, as you try out that business, as you offer that service, as you sell that product, be positive. Think positive. Number 2, as you do that, identify what you can do best and showcase it to the people, to the world, and somebody somewhere will purchase it. Be it a product, be it a service. That good thing that you have, showcase it to people. And somebody somewhere is looking for that skill, is looking for that ability, and she will buy it. He is ready, she is ready to pay you for that. Point number 3, as you do that, gather the courage to step out, to make the first step. For without that courage, then how shall you start? You need that courage for you to step outside. So that's the point number 3 as we summarize week 4. That gather the courage to make the first step. A journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. And point number 4, be ready to offer your sacrifice. Be ready to be patient, to exercise your patience. And be very much ready not to give up. And then lastly, number 5, the last thing that you need to do is to hold on to your God. Hold on to Jesus, and Jesus will hold on to you. So my dear brother, my dear sister, my dear audience, as we summarize week 4, I hope these 5 things will help you as we get into week 5. All in all, I hope that you are still working towards your goals. I hope that you are still getting ready to achieve those goals. I hope that you are doing everything within your vicinity, everything that you need to do to achieve your goals. As we call it off, I want to remind you this, that your accountability partner is a very important person in your life. Your accountability person, that person who keep on checking whether you are working towards your goal, who keeps on reminding you that there's a goal that you need to achieve, who keeps on reminding that this is the deadline of our goal, who keeps on reminding you all this, is a very, very important person in your life. Thank you so much for joining me to summarize week 4. I hope and I believe that week 5 will be a good week for you. Please pray for the next week. Please do what it takes, what you are supposed to do for you to make week 5 a success. Until our next meeting, have yourself a good time. May the good Lord protect you all. I'm all yours. I'm all yours, ready to help you transform your life. Let's meet our next meeting. My name is Arostoben, your career counselor and your life coach. Thank you.